Hey guys, Nico here coming with a new video today. So today we're going to once again be playing the game Satisfactory. We've been having an absolute blast with it, and of course I really appreciate all the viewing, the likes, the comments, etc. It's been, honestly, it's been a lot of fun playing this game, and of course I really do expect to continue enjoying the game. Probably, if not, honestly, more. But if there's anything I can say, guys, is if, of course, you do like, feel free to leave a like, comment to the video itself, any sort of feedback or anything in general about the game that you may like or anything like that. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you haven't already, as this will notify you guys of my next upload, but also at the same time will just kind of show to me that of course, you guys are enjoying the content, which is, of course, what I really want. But biggest thing today, guys, is I'm probably going to be doing what we did last episode, where we will be pretty much recording quite a lot of content. So I think last episode ended up being total of 3 hours. I then ended up compressing it down to about, I think, 20 minutes. So we'll try and do that again. So we'll try to include all the the good parts of the video, so that way you guys can watch better quality throughout pretty much less time, which of course is something that I really tend to push for throughout my channel from here on out. So yeah, but pretty much, guys, what we're going to be doing is we have going through the tiers. What do we got? So as much as I would like to go for the expanded power infrastructure, or as much as I don't really need to get this one right now, I will probably push for oil processing because, well, for one, I just need, what's the name? I do, in fact, just need some encased beams and the hopper, I believe, which we should, in fact, have. Oh wait, no, never mind. This is a different milestone. It's been tracked too. But yeah, we've already got the resources in our inventory. Just like this, guys.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Alrighty, so first thing we can see, guys, what I might actually do too is I won't cut out this first part of the video, so that way, there's a little bit of an introduction of what's going on, so that way you guys can follow along a lot better, which I hope does actually help. So we'll probably go towards getting this refinery, the oil extractor itself. When I did, in fact, actually play the game, I would say that I can't particularly remember what was done when I got to this part. So I'm assuming what we'll do is we'll extract the oil with this machine here. We're then going to pretty much pipe the oil from this extractor into the refinery and whatever other resource it may be, and that will then, of course, package or whatever it might be for the oil or whatever fluid it might be. So just making sure there's nothing else new that we missed. So we've got a valve here just to limit pipeline flow rates. Fair enough, interesting. Probably shouldn't be too much more. Yep. So before we kind of progress towards the next part, we'll have a quick look at the milestones and see what next we're kind of going to go try and focus around. So probably the next thing will be, as much as this would be nice to pick up, we'll probably have to go for the alternative fluid, potentially, or the industrial manufacturing. As you can see, being able to package these would be nice. However, we do need heavy modular frames, which you can see is going to be the recipe is going to be 4 different items, which we're going to, in fact, need the manufacturer for. So, and we can see we unlocked plastic here. So I think what we might do is we're going to need, by the looks of it, a lot of motors. which for motors, we just need rotors, of course, and stator's, which actually, believe it or not, we can actually probably already produce these quite easily. Because if we actually have a look over here, guys, real quick, we can see that we are producing the stators right here, which are then going into this machine. You know, and we can probably turn this off. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cut this line out, because what we're going to do instead, guys, is we're going to use these stators here. We're then going to change this recipe, because we're definitely going to need a lot of motors. And just like that, we've already got pretty much majority of the setup already done. All we need to do now is relay these motors into the machine for us, and we're going to be good to go. But instead of it going this way, what we'll do is we'll keep this belt here and this one here where it is, just in case we do in fact ever need it again, as I'm not entirely sure. But because we don't need this right now, we'll leave it. And then of course, if we unlock the next tier and then, you know, we definitely don't need any more automated wiring, we'll probably get rid of this at some point. But for now, we'll leave it. There's no harm. So what we'll do is we will run over to where our factory is for the rotors. And I forgot how high we can really jump with these Blade Runners too. It's a lot of fun. So as you can see, guys, we have a lot of rotors. I mean a lot. Yes, production is absolutely crazy with the rotors. Having a quick look. But yeah, we got loads. Loads of rotors. So what do we need? We don't need smart plating. We probably won't need any more smart plating, to be honest, probably ever again. So we will get rid of this line here. As we had already started, we will dismantle this line, of course, like so. Pick up these 100 rotors and, of course, these reinforced plates. And then we're going to smash a line out all the way up here. As well, guys, I just want to say quickly, of course, I hope every single one of you guys are having a fantastic day. And if, of course, you're not, I hope, of course, the day gets a little bit better for you. Whether it's watching this video or just in general, I hope the video does, in fact, get a lot better for you. Right, so now we'll quickly run over here. Hello? And we will place... You know, we'll just place the container here, as it's not going to be in the way of anything. And just like that, the machine's going to come up over here. Right, so my biggest thing is I'm probably going to want some power shards for this, but I won't have any on me. So we're going to start the motor production now, which is fan-bloody-tastic. I can say so myself. We will delete these items. We definitely do not need them. As I said, guys, loads and loads of rotors. Right, so refinery, we're going to need the motors itself. We're probably going to have to pick up more copper sheet for these. And for this as well, we're going to need those encased industrial beams. So again, and quite a lot of cables. So we'll pick up some cable, we'll pick up some copper sheet. And as we walk down there, we'll go pick up those beams as well. So if I'm not mistaken, the copper should be here. And we'll pick up a few of them just in case. We will just check out how our wires situation's going. We've got 400 of it, plenty. And because we're going to use quite a few cables here, we will in fact take 3 stacks on top of what we've already got, of course. So running down here, we're going to just check. We're going to go pick up some more beams. And then what we'll do is we'll actually run up to the shop area. And we will probably end up picking up those what are they called? Those coupons. And we'll see if we can purchase 50 motors for now. Just, just to kind of use and start production and whatnot. Running over here is going to be where our current storage is for it. We'll probably get a more centralized location for it at some point too. That is loads of beams, which is awesome. Alrighty, so I guess what we're going to need to do is pick up crude oil, and we'll need to locate wherever this may be. Hopefully it's not too far, which by the looks of it, it really could be far. Yeah, it's going to be quite some distance. So what we'll have to do is we're going to have to hook up some power on our way. We may as well be more efficient about what we're doing over here. Right, so I'm going to assume this resource is probably going to be nearby the water on the other side. So, and by the looks of it too, we'll probably have to pick up some more production for our power as well. Right, so we will quickly scan just to kind of get a rough idea where we need to run the cables to. I'm hoping we can just run it. Yeah. So we'll probably just take it across the water, I think. Sorry about the coughing and whatnot, guys, too, as my voice is in fact sore, as I have been currently talking a lot all day, which again is my own fault. I do in fact have a nice cold beverage, being a coffee. My favourite little go-to is a iced caramel latte with that extra shot. If you guys drink coffee, definitely comment below what coffee you guys like. Right. And we will quickly scan away. That's not good. Run. Run. There's 3 of these here. Bloody hell. That's insane. This is currently unexplored territory for me. I'm hoping to find a cave actually over here, because the cave will actually provide most likely a purple power slug, which will give us 5 power shards, which, yeah, which is really incredible. That'll actually help me boost up my motor production. Right, so it's probably going to be on the other side of this hill here. There is actually really beautiful. Why didn't I start over here? I'm going to assume it's this right here. Yep. Right, so I haven't actually done this before. I mean, I have, I think, but it's been definitely a long time. So we've got this area set up. In terms of this, we just need to pick up some motors now, which I probably should have done while I was up there, but that's okay. So the first thing I am going to do is going to be setting up the hypertube, because there is no chance I'm walking back over here again. Alright, so see, it was worth walking over here, guys. I actually did need to come over here. It wasn't all for nothing. Right, so we'll run down here. I mean, we'll fly or whatever it may be. A little bit of a toxic field over here, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And then, What I will do is actually see if we can actually get it up here. Hopefully we can. See if there's a, I don't know, shortcut or whatnot to probably get it up. Probably would help if I actually didn't fall off, however. Oh. Snap on. The best part is we can actually just run on top of it too. It's also very beneficial. What we'll do is we will actually place fiber tube this way, because who knows, we may need this limestone at some point in the future. Then I'm gonna have to probably get it up higher. Or we might just have to run up. I also did in fact craft this blueprint designer, as you can see right here. I'm actually not too sure in terms of how to work it. I know there's a little quick thing to watch a little video or something for it, but yeah, I'm not really too sure what I actually end up having to do with that. So yeah, we're probably gonna end up having to re-click onto this. Oh, I can't afford it. That's silly of me. Alrighty, so I really need to unlock something that could label these for me as well. I think it's this one. Yeah, if I have these labeled, it'll be a little easy to remember, especially when I have a lot. And I mean a lot of hypertube, so. But we did in fact pick the right one, so that's all that matters. Do we have plenty of steel beams? We should probably pick up a few extra steel beams while we're here as well. That there should be enough. And we also need to pick up some of the pots. We'll run back up and then we'll be able to fix off that line. Oh, I cannot express how much better this is than having to actually run back and forth. You know, of course I could set up the lines to centralize my storage area, which I will do at some point. But for the meantime, it's just the fact that it costs resources, time and everything like that to be able to produce that. Which, for me personally, I'd just be able to produce the resources as quick as I can. That way we can progress through the game a bit quicker, which we get to, we get to all the fun stuff when we do it that way, so that's all that matters. Right, so this one here is going to be down to my new project area, I guess, as you would call it. Need to hook this one up to power, of course, and then we're all good. So now I just need to pick up motors. So we'll go see how many motors are in the container. Hopefully there's a few, but if there's not though, that's okay. We can still, of course, work around that. So we got 56 here, which is actually not too bad. Yeah, definitely can't complain about that. We'll have a quick look and see how many coupons we got now. Just one. Yeah, never mind. That is terrible. we need something else in here to produce more points, I think. You know, can't complain about the progress for these frames here because we've got 92 out of 2500, which, you know, to get 2500 is definitely going to take a long time, but at least, you know, at least we're kind of going the right track. And we've already started this pretty much sooner rather than later. Right, we'll go up to the shop real quick and we will have a look at... Pretty much, we'll have a look and see the coupon exchange amount, which I believe is actually like 4 or 5, I believe, from memory, to be able to purchase 50 motors. Arts. Yep, 5. Canisters will be probably very easy to make, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so we'll go have a quick look. So we should have... I can't press Q yet to bring up the menu. Bring up all of our little blueprints. Right, so refinery, we had the resources for oil extractor. Refinery is the one we use to make it. Extractor is going to be this one here that we place like so. Alrighty, so power that. Going to extract oil for us, of course, which is going to be crude oil. So the question is, I think what we'll do is we'll actually move the resource down to flatter ground or more open terrain, which will be on that beachfront down there. I think that's probably going to be the best way we can go about it. We definitely don't need hypertubes. We're going to need these pipes. Which we're probably going to need, those pumps as well to help the resource move. Right, I really did put that hypertube in a terrible spot, didn't I? At least the area's a little more open and we got a little bit of area to work with and whatnot. Alrighty, so we'll have this set up here. We'll of course have to wait for the oil itself to transport down, but we may need to change it at some point too. So we craft a where is it? Refinery now. We place a refinery here like so, and we just hook this up to power, which we're actually going to put a power pole right here. Right, so what do we need to make, which is the real question. Okay. So petroleum is what you use. Hey. Let me just deal with this bloke real quick. Right, so I believe yep, so fuel there we can use. So yeah, you use petroleum coke, which is the ore that I believe that you can make. That is what goes into the machine with this input here. That'll craft the purple node below, which I believe is it polymer resin, if I'm not mistaken. So the question is, we're probably going to have to go up now. We'll get this set up, make sure that there is the resource coming down. What is happening there? Yeah, we'll make sure quickly that the resource is in fact getting all the way down. And then we'll probably go up and we'll have a quick look at what we need to work towards first. And we'll pretty much go from there. I think that's going to be the best way to go about it. What the? What happened here? Incredible piping work, apparently. That's apparently what happened. Alright, so... as you can see, guys, we do in fact have the oil here. Yep, it's flowing through. 298 per minute. Of course, it's not going to be full because it's obviously just going to be pumping downhill. The flow rate's a little bit low here. So what we could do is we will place a pump probably about here. Alright, so this is pretty much going to conclude episode 8 here, guys. I do in fact actually have quite a few hours of recording that I am currently going through. I just wanted to let you know, just wanted to have a quick conversation with you guys before this episode, of course, did finish. But with the few hours of recordings that I do actually currently have, I really did want to actually basically compact it down, you know, just to create a few little highlights and whatnot, and pretty much include it into this episode. However, going through, especially part 2, as this is only part 1 out of 4 parts, I did actually realize quite quickly that there is actually quite a bit of context within these next few episodes that I kind of felt was very, very important. So I decided to kind of just leave it. And we'll pretty much go from episode 9 and so forth. But other than that, guys, just wanted to say thank you so much for the support. Of course, I did hope that you enjoyed this episode. This episode, the next few episodes, they might be a little bit longer. But the main reason for this is because these few episodes coming up is actually going to play quite a big part with setting up our production. Whether, as you can see in this episode, you know, we've placed down our oil extractors, our refineries, etc. You know, around this point of the game, I do remember this is where, as far as I pretty much had gotten. Like I do remember from my last playthrough that had progressed the furthest. I think I was just getting the oil refinery, the extractor. So you can kind of see that in the gameplay here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do things, etc. But yeah. But other than that, guys, just wanted to say, of course, thank you so much for watching the video. And of course, I will see you in episode 9